Good afternoon. I always start with time of day. I'm Vicky and welcome to Toria's Cozy Toes. I'm a knitter and crocheter living in Derby in the United Kingdom. Welcome back if you've been here before. I know I've had some new subscribers, so welcome if you're new and come and join the party. Not that we get up to a lot, but you know, it's fun and relaxed. So yes, as I say, I'm Vicky. I'm a knitter and crochet living in the UK, and I talk about all the things I've been doing, what my plans are, and yeah, anything else that comes up. So start by saying what I'm wearing. So if you've been here before, you've probably seen this because I only finished it a month or two ago now. And it's my Traveller hoodie, which is a pattern by Andrea Mowry. I've just tweaked mine to reduce the drop shoulder down. Something that looks a little bit more appropriate. I've got broad shoulders, I'm a swimmer. I needed to bring it down a bit, I didn't want to make it look even worse. And I used a colourway called Midnight Mountain by Attic Spin Dye. I know it's a colour they don't do at the moment, but when I saw them at Stafford and they saw it, they were sort of umming and ahhing whether they brought it back. So we'll see. And I love it. It's a lovely layer. I've been out this morning in the cold and it's kept me really snugly and warm, which is brilliant. So it's 3 weeks since I've been here because life carries on as busy as ever. And I have managed to finish a couple of things. Both of them I think you saw previously. So the first one, I have finished my Tessallo cow. So it is done. We have a cow. You can see it there. I love it. I absolutely love it. If I put it on, my hair don't look good, but it's a really nice, get a nice thick layer around my neck. If I get it properly, and you've still got a nice layer in the V of your coat as well. Brilliant. I'm going to be honest, I've been waiting to wear it till I've shown it on the podcast. This was one of my 12 cast-ons this year, and I think it was cast on number 11, but it's actually number 11 when I finished it. So yeah, you can see where I've joined it if you look. And be really hypercritical in my own work. There is an extra row of the neutral colour there. You can see it. When I'm wearing it, it don't show. I don't care. It's for me. So, what yarns did I make this beautiful, and what pattern have I used? So, the Tessallo cow is a pattern by Nikki Griffin, who's Beanie Boats Designs. As I say, it is designed, it is a mosaic knitting. So you only ever knit with one colour, which is amazing, and you get this beautiful colour work pattern. It uses purling as well, just so you're aware. It's designed to be done as a single layer cow that you pull on in UK or Aran, but this is me and I'm not following exactly that. I like a really nice thick warm cow, particularly a double layered one, because if I get really cold, I can have it over my, show it on camera, it doesn't work. I can cover my nose and my mouth with it as well. So I used the pattern, did it in 4-ply and did it really lovely and long. As I say, I love it. It's been sitting blocked for about 2.5 weeks, going, no, you can't wear it till you've shown it on the podcast. Can't wear it till I've shown it on the podcast. So I'm desperate to wear it. It's ready to be in my rotation. So the yarns, they're in my lovely project bag here, from the Woolly Tangle. That I think I picked it up. I picked it up a few years ago. It was either at Buxton or Bakewell. I could not tell you which. But anyway, my neutral colour, which is this here, is an undyed from Chester Walls that I got from Wool Warehouse. It's Angel Delightful 4-ply. So it's 70% light grey baby alpaca, 20% silk and 10% cashmere. So as you can imagine, it's beautiful around my neck to wear. And then I held that with some minis, and I've got, let's see if I can get them all in one hand now. I've actually got a stick. Oh, I need to take these off. To be honest, this bag is going to be empty now that I've shown it. It just literally, they're sitting there, excuse me. So these 5 colours here, you just see them there. And they were a mystery mini skein set from the Yarn Badger. It was just 5 20-gram mini skeins. You literally, you could say a colour family to avoid or whatever, but I got these beautiful purples and blues. And there's about 5 grams left, 5 or so grams left of each colour. I could have done another repeat, but I didn't want the cowl any longer. So that, let's put it all back in here for now because it's easier. It's finished. It's done. It can go into wearing, and that's project 11 of my 12 finished. I'm going to be honest, project 12 will not be finished before the end of the year. There's no way. Absolutely not. So, finished a second project, and that's my November socks, which is great because today's the 29th of November. They were in this pouch, this bag here from sewcansue that I know I bought at Buxton last year, 2024. Didn't go this year because that's been good. I love it. It's a great little bag, brilliant for a 1 skein project. We could get a 2 skein in. Let's find the ribbon web. This ribbon that's sewn on was around the yarn. It got moved when I saw my nieces because there's only 1 ribbon and 2 of them, they were not having it. That down there, and I will show you my socks. Here are my socks. So let me show that closer. You can see it particularly. I'll be honest, this pattern doesn't show up brilliantly on these socks. Hindsight, probably shouldn't have used it. Hey, I wanted to do something that was a bit different. So this is the Letterpress socks from Helen Stewart. It was part of this year's Secret Sock Society. As I say, with self-striping, I don't think you see the true effect of it. But it was just giving me something to think about when doing it. And the yarn is from Dragon Hill Studios. And the colourway is Purple Sparkling Broccoli, which I just think as a name is amazing. I love it. I love the name. We wound my niece up that she was going to have broccoli socks. Oh no, she wasn't allowed the socks, they were broccoli socks. In fact, they were too big at the time, was beside the point. She just likes socks. So, those are done. Complete. I need to get pictures. Probably need pictures of both actually. But yeah, before I complete them on Ravelry. But yes, they are done, finished, sorted. So, those are the only whips I finished. Yeah, okay. There needs to be a bit more finishing, I think. Anyway, I have worked on one of my whips. There's one other whip that I've worked on, and I actually probably have done quite a bit on this. And it's here, because I say it's by my side, so I work on it. I think it's only got 1 yarn attached at the moment. It's got some very long ends that need sewing in. That's the yarn that's attached. And that is the cardigan for my older niece for Christmas. So, last time you saw this cardigan, I'm going to hold it a bit higher. I was here, where it's a raglan, so it's top down, so I was working down the body. So I'd done 3 pink stripes. And since then, I've done another 2 colour repeats plus an extra stripe. And the ribbing, finishing the body. However, not only, let's take this progress keeper out, not only have I finished the body, I was being a bit lazy. I knew so I'm knitting this in a mixture of Yarn Smith's Merino sock in Grey Heather, which is the grey colour. And then these 4 colours here are the weekly advent from last year. So there's no spoilers. 1. This is definitely no spoilers. It's 2024. 2. 3. No, this is 3. The pink's 4. That's 4. Sorry, 4 colours that I'm doing. So yes, so I've got smaller needles. So I'm using 3.25 for the main body, and I use 2.75 for the ribbing. Yeah, 1 by 1 rib on 2.75 needles. Not fun. So I knew I wanted to do a double knit bottom band because personally, I'm not a massive fan of a rib bottom band, and I think a double knit just looks neater. So I decided, as I was going to be using the 2.75 mil for that, I would use do that while I had those needles on my cable, having done the rib at the bottom. So I have done, you can see it just comes all the way around the entire band, including buttonholes. And that's where a lot of the ends are from, because I picked up and then chopped to the yarn and then did it all. So I've got some ends to sew in. To be honest, I'm already moaning at previous Vicky, because past Vicky decided to cut the yarn for every stripe on the sleeve. There is a reason for that. So yes, I'm jumping ahead, aren't I? So then sewing from that, I have then picked up and started the first sleeve. So the sleeve joint is partway through this blue row. So I've done an entire colour repeat and then started the second one and started doing some decreases. Now, as I say, future Vicky is not happy with past Vicky, because I decided, yeah, carrying 5 colours down inside a child's sleeve was just asking for her to either moan about the bulk of the yarn under her arm or catch her fingers in it when she put it on. I don't want that for my niece, because she'll just catch it and she won't wear it. So every single colour stripe has 2 ends to sew in. This is why I'm moaning at past Vicky. I mean, you can see in here where I've carried the 5 colours, and it gets away with it there with the button band, but I wouldn't get away with that inside a sleeve. I know I won't get away with that inside a sleeve for my niece. I will get moaned at, she won't wear it. And I don't want this cardigan to be something that she chooses not to wear. And a lot of work's gone into it. However, it is the 29th of November. I therefore have a grand total of 26 days to get this finished. I need to finish that sleeve. I need to do that sleeve. Not finishing this is not an option, because I am not dealing with a meltdown on Christmas Day when her sister has hand-knit cardigan and she doesn't. So and considering everything that's coming up, there needs to be more over the next week. Anyway, we'll see. Because I have got a bit cast on happy. I got a bit bored of that and got a bit cast on happy, and yeah. As I say, most of my other books haven't seen any work. I did a very little bit, and we're talking minute amount, on my other tube cow that I'm working on. But yeah, it's not worth showing you. It's not more than 10 rounds. It was just while I didn't have a sock on the needle, I was doing that. So yeah. So cast on happy. Where shall we start? We'll see. By the way, my knitting cushion has changed, and I'll show you in a minute why. Let's have the first thing I cast on, which is in this lovely little Christmas pouch. This is from Jo at Pickle, and I got it at the Christmas Wool Show last year. Didn't go this year because I was away with family. And this has got a really huge amount of knitting on it. Here we are. That's what we've knit so far. Can you guess what it is? It's a Musselburgh hat. So that marker is actually the end of my increases. So yes, you can see I've done a whole load since I finished the increases. To be honest, I wanted to get the increases done because I wanted to, again, a project that was an easy in the round project. Because certainly with things that are happening over the next few weeks, I'm going to need some simple knitting. And I can't see where I am. The light's starting to go. I'm really trying to get this filmed before the daylight goes. I'm hoping I manage this, because I did have the lights on and it just didn't look great. So yeah. So that's what I'm knitting. This yarn is a Cuddlebums yarn. Here we go. There's her label. And it's Twilight Rainbow, and it's a mixture of merino, 80% merino, 20% bamboo raw ply. So for a hat, it's going to be quite a nice yarn. And as I say, the idea is this will be a round and round project that will replace socks in my handbag eventually. Bring everything on the floor over there for now, because there's too much stuff. So the next cast on I'm not going to show you. You may remember those of you that have been here since the beginning will know back in January I said there was a project I wasn't showing you because my local yarn shop, Chrissy's Crafts, do a competition every year. The start date for that's passed. Whether I'm going to get this finished in time, I honestly do not know because it's a slightly mad project to do. It's passed it on and I've started it. I haven't done much on it, but I've started that, so I won't be showing that on here. So we then come to a tradition I started last year, which is cutting something on for my birthday. And I've got that here in this bag. Now, this bag is also an acquisition. It is the Project 39 bag. It's beautiful. I'm just going to see. So it's a redesigned bag. I say Project 39, which is the square, diagonally opening bag with a front pocket, and it also has a cross strap on it. I just haven't put it at the moment. It is the blue one from Stephen West. I've said before, I love leather bags. Quite often I have a leather satchel as my handbag. It's just a case of, unfortunately, I don't like black and brown. Grey, yeah. And it means that I don't like the actual bags, but seeing the one Stephen West has are lovely. This is also about a present, and not just a present to me. My mum every year gives us a budget, basically, to say what our Christmas and birthday presents are going to be. And there wasn't anything else I wanted, so she gave me that towards this. So I did have to put more towards it than she was going to prepare to give, but it did give me this beautiful, you can see it, opened it up, hold it up, you can see I've got 3 cakes of yarn in there, plus a bit, and then another cake and the knitting in there. So this project, what is it? This is my take on the little Pouf cardigan, which, gosh, who's it from? Can't get it back now. Anyway, I'll put company that do the pattern. It's a free pattern on their website, but you just have to sign up to be able to download it, basically. Modern cardigan. I'm doing slightly different to the pattern. I'm doing some increasing on the front as well, just because I want a bit more coverage. And the idea is you mark colours together. So I'll try and get that out as you go down. So you can just, I don't even actually see it on the camera particularly. It's not really there. It only just joined in colour 2. So this is all, you hold 4-ply double, so it's quite a nice warm cardigan. So what have I used so far? So which pocket it's in? So I'm using yarn from Truly Hooked. Again, I've just got a label this time. See if I can hold it. So all these yarns are 100% non-superwash merino. So it's her Purino, she calls it 4-ply base. So it's 20.5 mic merino, it says 400 meters per 100 grams. So colour 1 is nocturnal, and that's, as I say, most of this here. Colour 2, which is this colour, you can probably tell it's just a bit paler, a bit more blue, and that is watercolours. So I've just got the 2 labels. I've then got, now I haven't got the labels out of these, they're still in the middle of the balls of the cake, so don't want to take them out, so I can number them. That's number 3. That's number 4. So we've got the biggest jump between 3 and 4. I'm hoping the fact they've got the blues in them will help. And then number 5 is this greener one, and number 6 is a little bit greener again. I've only got 6 colours, and I have got 2 skeins for number 6, and then I've got a pale pink, which I think will go quite nicely around the edge, and I've got 2 skeins of that. So I need to put a marker in it. I need to put a marker in where I get to. This is what I really want to work on. I've just wanted to work on it all the time. And I know it's on the really long rows of just, it's a raglan, it's long rows because I'm not, so I get to the split. But I have just wanted to work on this. Actually, what I have made myself do is put it away. Because I need to do this other cardigan first. I need to get this cardigan finished. There is a deadline on it. My niece will be absolutely distraught if it's not done by Christmas. I can't do with that. So, that's not all I've cast on. I've got one more cast on. I only have one more cast on. And actually, that's my younger niece, who, as we all know, loves her hand knit socks. I've said it lots of times. Let's look at. So, and every month, as I said, I was using the leftovers from my adult socks, so my sparkling broccoli socks, to make a pair for her. And hopefully next time I will show you her box complete. See, it's not there yet. So this is her sparkling broccoli sock. So pretty much standard recipe I use for her. It's 52 stitches, about 15 rows of rib at the top. She's got a 3-1 rib leg and top of foot on this one. Shadow wrap heel, it's just standard toe. I knew that when I'd finished the sparkling broccoli socks, I didn't have enough yarn to do the whole sock in it. I knew I needed to put something with it. It took me a little while to find it, but this is a 20-gram mini from a bag of sparkly minis that I had from, it was a mixed bag from the Discrete Unicorn. Actually, it was 2 10-grams round together, but they're dyed exactly the same. So I have started second sock. So between these and the cardigan, these are my priority. I'd like to get these done fairly quickly because Advent starts on Monday. Advent starts tomorrow. Advent officially starts tomorrow. It's 1st of December on Monday, so that's everything I've been working on. So I'm going to show you one more incoming, which is quite exciting. And then we will draw the giveaway winners. So, as I say, the incoming is that I only have a couple of incoming things this time. The first one's that bag, which you've seen. The second one is from the Yarn Badger, and it came with these couple of, it's just 2 little stitch markers here. You see them hanging on. A little candy cane. Now, I know what this yarn is, and if you ordered it, you knew what the yarn was. So, it did come all wrapped up, and I saved this. So I said I could open it here, and we could all see these colours and admire them together. Are we ready? Let's see if I can do it without making too much noise. Try not to crinkle, and the birds fleeting. And try not to rip it. So, we're open. Here we go. Just look and admire. We're just going to look and admire it really for a bit because it's so beautiful. Excuse me. And this is her Glad Tidings colourway. So I've got it on the Merino Sparkle base. So it's 70% merino, 20% nylon, 5% sparkle. I've got 100 grams and I did get a 20-gram mini to go with it. This is going to get wound up today, tomorrow. Might make myself wait till tomorrow, purely because I need to do some cardigan today. Hopefully I've got there's some F1 on today, so hopefully that'll help. Sorry, I'm trying not to cough. I've got a tickle now. So yes, that will get wound on. My plan actually is to use this for my niece's socks and to get my niece's socks done first, which isn't what I normally do, but I will need the 12 pairs done to wrap, and I think getting this done fairly prompto would help with that. So that brings us to the giveaway. Now, I'm just going to say, if anyone gets contacted and told they need to give me money or anything else, please don't. I will not ask you for anything I will purely ask for your address. I do not want money. I do not want anything. So just bear that in mind if you do get anything. So I had 15 comments last time, and 12 of those are in the UK and 3 were abroad. So there's the 3 physical prizes for the UK, and then there'll be 1 pattern prize for an overseas winner. So I've got my phone here. I've got a random number. It's going to blur everything. Random number generator. So we're going to say minimum is 1, maximum is 12. How many numbers do I need? Tell it I need 3, shall we? Done. Generate. I don't like that. No, we're going to change that. Let's do them one at a time, because otherwise it's giving me repeat numbers and I don't want that. So we'll generate 1 number first of all, and it is number 6. I don't, you can see that on the camera there. Number 6. If I look down at my list, number 6 is Makes by Mia. And if I then, so that's 1, going to pull out from my bag down here, and from Makes by Mia, you've got the Botanical Yarns. So there's 3 Botanical Yarns there, the 2 pink and the brown, and that comes with the little heart stitch markers as well. So if you can get in touch on the email that's in my description box below with your shipping information, I will get that posted off to you in the next week or so. So let's go back to the random number generator. We're going to tell it to exclude number 6. Sorry, you can only win once. And we're going to ask it to generate. And it's generated number 11. You see that there? And looking down, as I say, all I have is a list of names here of people who commented, and I've just numbered them. Number 11 is F. Rogers W89. I think I know who you are, but send me an email. And you have won the sheep bag with the, so it's got the 2 skeins of sock yarn, well, the sock yarn and the non-superwash yarn, and this has got the Lego stitch markers and the little rabbit stitch stoppers. So if you can get in touch with me, as I say, I think I know who you are. I think you're someone from Knit Group. I'm not 100%, so you do need to get in touch with me and let me know that you've seen this, all right? So there's 1 more physical prize. So I'm going to generate again. Sorry, the first time it gave me a repeat number, so I'm just generated it again. So we have generating again. It now gives me number, get rid of bag 7. With the lights going on, I'm trying to get this filmed before the light goes, because it's so much better if I can do it in daylight. Number 7 is Alison S. Knits, and you, again, if you can get in touch with me, and you have won the rainbow bag. It's from Take Back, that says Love Wins. That's got the 2 skeins of yarn from the Discrete Unicorn and the little capsule full of light bulb stitch markers. So if you can get in touch with me as well with your shipping information, and I say again, I can get it posted out. So yes. So as I say, those 3 people, if you can email me, I'm not going to email you. I'm not going to ask for money. Just email me, basically. And if anyone gets anything else for money, it's not me. Really being clear with that. So we're now going to choose a winner for a pattern prize. This is up to the UK value of £10. Preferably on Ravelry. But if you're not on Ravelry, we'll try and work something out. So there's three, as I say, 3 entries from the rest of the world. So we're doing a 1 to 3 generate, and it has generated number 1, which is Mary Lou Knitting. So if you can contact me with information and which pattern you like and the best way to get that to yourself, that would be very grateful. And thank you to everyone who commented. I really appreciate it, because every comment gets my little channel out there, and we're getting close to 100 subscribers, which is amazing, because when I started this, I thought if I got 20, I'd be happy. So yeah. So go back the other page of my book now, to where we are. Life, the world and the universe. So since I've recorded last, I know I said at the time I'd got some busy weeks coming up. Yeah, the first week off, I was off work, and my mum came for a few days. We did lots of Christmas shopping. It does mean I'm fairly sorted now. We went to Chatsworth Christmas Market. We went to Haddam Hall Christmas Market. We went to local garden centre. Yeah. And then we celebrated birthdays with family, which was good. Last weekend, I was up in Leeds with some other friends. Well, it wasn't Leeds, it's Bradford. It's a town on the edge of Bradford, village on the edge of Bradford, yeah. Which was amazing, and they gave me a birthday cake, and yeah, spent most of the day knitting. And I'm going to be honest, I took my cardigan. I didn't take my niece's. I took mine for me, knitting for me. And that was lovely, just to chill and chat. Today, the reason it's a bit later up is I've been over to Trentham Gardens, where I met Mum and my sister. We did their Christmas markets and the shops. It's getting a bit more chain story there now, unfortunately. But there are still quite a lot of independent shops, which is lovely. And I say the market as well. So yeah. I've been seriously thinking about what I want to do in December with the channel and everything. I am not doing Vlogmas. I do not have time to do Vlogmas. For those that don't know, my work involves being all over the county of Derbyshire, and this week has just been manic, and it's not going to get any easier before we get to the stage where I've got a long weekend away with another friend. We're going abroad for a few days, and yeah, I just don't have time to do it. I'd love to do it. I've got to be realistic. At the moment, there's no way I've got time. I've got too much else on. So yeah, what I'm hoping to do is get one more podcast recorded before Christmas. Not quite sure of the date of that, but yeah, it'll be one more before Christmas, hopefully, and then probably one New Year-ish. Looking at a bit of everything I've done this year, and what's worked, what's not worked, what I've got sitting on my projects that are carrying over, what I've got plans doing, what I've cast on already, finish what I've cast on. Because I've already done some, I know me. Calendars. I'm going to try and remember to put a picture in here of my little advent calendar area. Now, you may see there's quite a few calendars there and different things. So, we've got, I'm going to try and remember this in order. At the very top, we've got my, I'm trying to point without seeing the picture, by the way, just in case I get it completely wrong. My dairy milk advent, because you can't go wrong with dairy milk. That's sitting on top of the blue box is the Creative Anarchy advent. That's a daily one, and the sort of rose goldy box is my Truly Hooked daily advent. The Truly Hooked I've got in the non-superwash base, and ever since I ordered it, I've had this idea in my head of doing a top-down raglan, probably 4-ply cardigan. Yeah, I've had this idea. I need to see the colours and just check it's going to actually work. But I expect to be one of my 12 cast-ons. I am not casting on in December, I've decided. Next that you can see 2 Hessian bags. That's 2 of the 4 skeins of my weekly advent, which is the medium dark advent from Mousewitch yarns. So weeks 1 and 2 are there. In front of that, you can see one candle on its own. That's my Advent candle, so you burn that every day in December. And behind it, sorry, I'm looking over there because that's where it is actually in my room, is my Advent arch, which has got the 5 red candles, so that you burn light a candle every Sunday in Advent. I am a Christian. I do very much believe it's the 4 Sundays before Christmas, which is why, as I say, Advent for me starts tomorrow. I'm also debating whether I start opening daily Advents tomorrow, given I know I'm away for a few days and I'm not taking them with me because there ain't going to be space. We're on a little bit of a limited space and I want to bring stuff back. I don't want to get yarn just to bring back. I want to buy other things to bring back. But anyway, I'm going back to that. So yes, then you've got my little bear-looking Christmas tree with its star on top. That tree actually has 24 decorations that go on it, which is what the wooden bowl next to it contains. So every day you put a decoration on my tree. Decorated. That is the closest I have to a traditional Christmas tree. There isn't space, and I'm not here for so much. Got a really gorgeous light one that I am going to try and get up in the window, but that'll be it. Behind the tree are the third and fourth weekly was the weekly advent, and then you've got a very nice Christmas candle with little boxes, and that's my daily advent from Mousewitch Yarns, and I've got the Merry and Bright for that one. I think that's going to be a blanket. I've got an Amber O'Brien pattern and I don't remember what it is now. I know it's in my Ravelry library. So this is really not good. I'm now getting the light up from this instead, which is not how it's the Cosmos Blossom Throw. Shall I show you a picture? So you do really it's going to blow out. Anyway, you see it's these you do these lace panels, and I think they're all the same. I haven't sort of looked in. I need to look at it a bit more. I have to say I've got the pattern. My thought is that would be quite a nice way of using that advent. Do a nice bright throw. But again, till I've opened a few, I'm not going to commit definitely. That's most of my advents. Yeah. There's one more advent calendar that's not there, and that's a tea bag one. And it's not there because there's nowhere to hang it. But yeah, you see, that's a tea bag. And so they're all herbal. Well, they're all, but mainly herbal teas. And the final one is over here. Now, it's in this bag, which is another Pickle Lily bag. It was a present a few years ago from one of my sisters, I think. Inside the bag, there's a set of needles. And this is not, there's no spoilers here because I'm deliberately not going to keeping it in the bag here. So this is my Spin and Bleather 24 stripes self-striping sock. I have wound them. I think I said before I did it a couple of months ago when I had the Swift and everything out, and the electric winder, so I didn't look at it. I've got 2 mini skeins with mine. I would like this weekend, possibly tomorrow, if I get my niece's sock done, but then I need to do that. I'd like to get these 2 done. The cuffs cast on it, so that I'm just stuck with stripes. If necessary, that will wait till Monday. It's not desperate. So yes, I am not, as I said, not doing anything with Vlogmas. I'm going to try and post something every day on Instagram and make a real effort and do it that way, so that I can show you what I'm working on. It might be what I'm working on. It might be something. For example, I might sort of go, okay, on day 7, this is days 1 to 6 of the sock. I'm not quite sure. But I'm going to try and post something every day. There might be some pictures of me opening things. I will definitely make sure that if I'm posting opening things, it's towards the end of the day UK time, so that I'm not showing everyone. But I can't promise there won't be spoilers. I will try and make sure I avoid things. Again, it might be morning, it might be afternoon. It's going to depend on what I'm doing. For example, if I'm leaving the house at 7 o'clock in the morning to get to Chesterfield, I ain't going to have time to post earlier. Now, maybe I've got a picture from the night before that I'm going to post. I don't know. But that's my goal. So, yeah. I'm going to wish everyone doing Vlogmas good luck, because I know it's a lot of work. And can't wait to start opening and knitting advents, but got to be patient. Just a little bit longer. I haven't got them all and everything. I'm really pleased. I am going to go before the light goes, and just say, yeah, I'll see you in 2.5 weeks. Not quite sure. If your name's been mentioned, please get in touch. Otherwise, I hope you all carry on and well, and I'll see you soon. Bye.